Welcome back to Legacy of Leaders on Buzz TV. I'm Jack Sears, your host. When we get together, we visit with unique and interesting leaders in business, nonprofit, and the community. And today, folks, we're talking nature. We're talking snakes. And we have Alec Jarboe and Thistle from the Rattlesnake Conservancy with us. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Great. So Alec, thanks for bringing your guest with you. We appreciate that. I think everyone would like to know, tell us, what is the Rattlesnake Conservancy?
So we're a 501(c) nonprofit. We are dedicated to the protection of rattlesnakes and their habitats. Part of the reason I have Thistle today is he's another one of the species that uses rattlesnake habitats.
Okay.
We believe that all animals are deserving of protection, or all native animals are deserving of protection, and that includes rattlesnakes. Unfortunately, they are probably one of the most widely persecuted groups. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of fear around them. There's a lot of misunderstanding and myths. So we use a combined approach of research and education to help protect rattlesnakes and their habitat.
I got you. What inspired you to get into this kind of work? I think it's very unique.
Me personally, I just went to school for biology. I'd kind of always been partial to snakes, but I realized just how undermanned and underfunded the snake world, especially venomous snakes, are, and just how deserving of protection some of these animals are. As an organization, we're actually founded by our director, Tony, and just looking at how fast the eastern diamondback's disappearing. Mm-hmm. When we were founded as an organization, we're actually the Eastern Diamondback Conservation Foundation.
Okay.
Dedicated solely to the protection of one of our Florida natives, the eastern diamondback. It's currently under consideration for federal listing, but just how they're disappearing in so many areas.
Okay. You know, personal curiosity. If a homeowner were to find a rattlesnake in their yard, what would be your advice to them?
My advice would be to leave it alone because it's probably going to go away.
Okay.
I've actually been out where people have called me like, oh my God, there's a rattlesnake in my yard, and within the 15 minutes it takes me to get there, there's no longer a rattlesnake there.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there are cases where that might not be an option. When it's in someone's yard, it's a very tricky situation, and we neither condone nor condemn any particular action taken. Most of what we ask is that we're looking for protection of habitat, as well as you might make one choice when it's in your yard, but when you're in a state forest, or when you're out on hunting land, or when you're on like a national park, please make a different choice.
Gotcha.
As well as to hopefully preserve some of these areas. You know, for example, the longleaf pine savanna, which is, we've lost over 97% of that habitat in the southeast.
I got you.
So
you have a pine snake here, Thistle, with us today.
Yes, I would not be holding a rattlesnake the way I'm holding this snake. That's actually one of the services our organization offers is we teach venomous handling classes. Because as I said, you would not be handling this the way you handle a rattlesnake.
Right.
But we teach people how to properly handle a rattlesnake.
Oh, okay.
Which is not with your hands.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, good. So in order to fund your organization, okay, Thistle, we're going to get to you in a minute, but in order to fund your organization, you have a big event coming up soon. You want to tell us about it?
So we have Get Buzz for Buzztails this Saturday at 6:30 at the St. Augustine Alligator Farm. It is, I mean, it's a huge fundraiser, but also it's a fun event. There's, you know, get buzzed as in like.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So there's going to be some beer from some great local breweries. We always serve food. This time we're actually jumping up the event, so we've got actually a little mini symposium from some of the research we've been funding, as well as there's going to be a silent auction going on.
Okay.
Yeah, and then of course you get admission into the St. Augustine Alligator Farm at night, so that's always.
If somebody wanted to learn about the event or to buy tickets or to access the event, how would they do that?
You could do so by going to our website, savethebuzztails.org. Or you could look us up on Facebook, the Rattlesnake Conservancy. We're pretty much posting something almost every day at this point, trying to advertise our event.
Okay, very good. Well, I tell you what, you've been a fascinating guest, you and Thistle. And Thistle, you've been very good. especially for this snake phobia guest here. And I think you're making a true legacy of leadership in this unique way to educate the community on how to protect all of God's animals, especially rattlesnakes. So thank you, Alec, and thank you, Thistle, for being with us today. So.
Thank you.
That's it, folks. That's it for Legacy of Leaders. I'm Jack Sears, your host. If you'd like to see this interview and to learn a lot more about the Rattlesnake Conservancy, please visit us at iwantabuzz.com. Until next time, take care.